I am Savvy Mike, and this is Savvy Reviews. And well, this one right here is gonna it's gonna be a doozy. This is gonna be a fun one right here because the drama has come out. And yes, I watched Super Mario Galaxy. I don't know if that review is up or not, but that review should be up around the time this one is, and you'll know my thoughts there. But with that was accompanied a movie. I guess you could send your kids off to watch Super Mario Galaxy, and the parents could go watch the drama. I don't know what the thinking was with putting these out during the same weekend. I was thinking that's the thinking, give adults something else to see while the kids are having fun with Super Mario Galaxy. But either way, the drama stars Robert Pattinson and Zendaya and some other people in here. The black guy is pretty noticeable. I forget his name though. You know what? I should hold on. All respect to him. You know what, my guy? I just looked up your name and I can't say it. Now, I'm not even going to try to say it. I would feel like that would be disrespectful. So shout out to him though. The guy. He was a nice. He played Robert Pattinson's best man in this. He did a pretty good job to me. But in this movie, it's basically romantic. I guess you want to call it dramedy. Wouldn't necessarily call it a romantic comedy, but it is some moments where they are trying to make you laugh for sure. But in it is Robert Pattinson and Zendaya, and they're getting ready to get married. So of course they're doing the marital things. They're taking the pictures, the going to the dance rehearsals for their first dance, writing out the vows and the speeches, and testing the wine and doing all that. And in the beginning, we see them together and really start to grow and grow to love each other as a character through Robert Pattinson writing this speech about Zendaya. So clearly, he really didn't know much about her past, and she didn't know much about his neither, and their friends didn't as well, because when they're at the wine tasting, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I have to spoil this, so I'll give you this grace, right? Go watch the movie. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you do want to at least have the conversation and be within the debate, if there is a debate, there really shouldn't be a debate, but if there is one, you should go watch it and see it to see what it's about. Or I could just tell you, and then you'll know, okay, this is what's going on here. But anyway, I'm about to spoil it, so I'm going to tell you what the drama is, because there is drama for sure. I guess there has to be drama, or we wouldn't have this movie. So they're at the wine tasting, and the best man and the maid of honor, Rachel, they decide that, hey, we should tell each other the worst thing we've ever did, like ever in life. And so my guy here, the best man, he basically says he used the woman as a human shield because it was a dog. Instead of just, hey, let's get the fuck up out of here, let's run. The dog was biting at the woman, and so the dog wouldn't bite at him. I guess he put the woman in front. They really don't expound on it. That's all really much about that story. And then Rachel, she locked a mentally ill kid in the closet for a day or two. So you're hearing these things and you're like, well, none of these are really deal breakers to me as far as like a relationship would go. And then Robert Pattinson, he comes up and he really doesn't have much of anything, truly. I cyberbullied somebody, which was bullshit in my opinion. And they never really dig deep into what he had, like what is the worst thing he ever done. We don't know. You really don't find out, by the way. Spoilers, like I said. But either way, it moves on to Zendaya, and she's being open, she's drunk, and I assume she thought she's amongst some people she would see as her best friend, and this is a safe space, so I should be able to tell my best friends and my soon-to-be husband this hard truth that I've been holding in and hiding from the world. And she spills it out. She tells them she almost went through with a school shooting. Yeah, that's the drama. Now, depending on who you are, you could be going, what, for real? She almost shot up a school? And yeah, to the extent where she had a video planned that she was recording, but unfortunately she couldn't get that done. She had her dad's gun and she was getting ready to take it to school. She was practicing shooting like she was getting ready to shoot up a school. And her excuse for it was she had a fixation for it, and she just was really into it and wanted to do one. Now, yeah, crazy for sure. But after that, this kind of spirals because now Robert Pattinson feels like he's about to get married to a psychopath. Like, the person that he's known this whole time isn't the person that he truly fell in love with, because, well, the person inside of her almost shot up a school as a kid, and Rachel doesn't want to talk to her anymore while they have business and stuff going on, which, you know, Rachel pissed me off this whole movie. Karen vibe, straight up. Like, if anything, she was the one who started that damn conversation about what's the worst thing you ever did. Like, she's the one who brung this on, and now you quote unquote create a safe space for your friend to say the worst thing they probably ever did. And instead of just like not even really being understanding, but letting it go and just going, damn, that's wild. I'm glad you didn't do it. I'm glad whatever stopped you from doing it, and you didn't do it and didn't think about it anymore. Thank God. Like, at least get more understanding to the story instead of just shaming her for doing something that she didn't do. And I think where my problem with this movie falls into is it feels like this was forced drama to kind of not only spark controversy, get the people talking, have some debate, but also like make this movie happen, I guess, because without something like this happening and basically everybody around her spiraling about it and spiraling from it, just finding out this one secret, it's not like she had a stash of guns now or she had been into shooting, and she changed her whole life. And I find it crazy that we live in a world that is accepting of a woman going from, toting guns, ratchet, smoking, drinking, all types of shit, to loving God and finding her husband. Like, that past doesn't matter. We're supposed to forget that. But at some point, that's who she was. And yes, if you love that person, then you just have to accept that. And so basically that's what this movie is Robert Pattinson trying to figure out if he really does love her enough to want to just let it go. He can never really make up his mind for a good hour and a half, damn near. He couldn't make up his mind at all. Like, because it was at some point, it's just like, okay, if you can't rock with it, then my nigga, cancel the wedding and leave. But nah, it's Zendaya. Some fine shit that you probably never gonna encounter again. This is the one right here. Like, you gotta lock that down. I would think that would be the thought process. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There was some moments in this movie where they had Zendaya posing with a gun and she was looking all fine and shit. I'm like, hey man, it is what it is to me. Fuck it. Look, cool. Hey, at least I know I got a shooter with me. Somebody walk in, she can get active real quick. We get raw. Look, I got a shooter with me. That's how I see it. I was seeing it. But they were calling her a psychopath. And look, I get it. There's a reason premeditated and meditated murder is a thing, because it's a difference between the person that just impulsively killed someone like out of nowhere without thinking about it or planning it out, and the person that actually planned it out and thought about doing it. It's a huge difference between the two, mentally and psychosis wise. So I can understand wanting to really dive deep into what's the issue with that. And he does. Like, he finds out more. She gives him more understanding to it. She lets him know why he didn't do it, what ended up happening. Well, she becomes an activist. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, she's really giving you all the things you need to understand and know to kind of let this shit go. Like, all right, yeah, you had that moment of wanting to do some really dark, twisted, crazy shit. Thank God something stopped you from doing it and stopping it from happening. Like, that was God's mercy right there, maybe. Who knows? But at the end of the day, like, regardless of it, do you love him or not? And that's what it comes down to. Look, for me, it was directed pretty well. I didn't mind the editing and the flashbacks and what they kind of did with all of that. And, it was endearing to a point where it was charming to see, like, Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. They have amazing chemistry together. I really don't fuck with how Hollywood tries to make it seem like, a awkward kind of off-standing guy. Like he doesn't look like Edward from Twilight in this. He looks like a nerd. And so it's just kind of hard to, you know what I mean? Like Hollywood's trying to push that, oh, nerds get pretty women too. Like I seen that with Good Fortune with with Keke Palmer and Aziz Ansari, and now in this, and then, and look, Robert Pattinson, he's a look, couldn't even say it. I'm pause. Okay, he's a stud. Okay, I get it, but in this, he didn't look like a Chad. Like he was definitely acting like a dork and someone who really couldn't stand up for himself when the time came. This was not Bruce Wayne. No, this was what everybody's name is in this. What's his name? Charlie? This was Charlie. This is not Batman. But hey, it is what it is. It just shows the fact that he has some great acting prowess. And Zendaya did a really good job playing this role as well, especially with all the layers to it that it had. Acting was really well done, for sure. But I guess for me, it falls into the fact that one is a bit tonally weird. Like it has some comedy elements to it that, while I understand why it being there, because it's a hard subject matter, the thing that we're talking about is pretty dark, so I get why you want to add some elements of lightness to it, but at the same time it still all around feels forced. Like there was another part where Robert Pattinson's character still an hour in trying to wrap his head around this. The wedding's the next day, damn near. He's having a conversation with his coworker and trying to get some more clarity. Doesn't get any clarity, and it makes for a funny moment. But then right after that funny moment, he proceeds to kiss the coworker and almost fuck her, but he has erectile dysfunction right now, so he can't get it up whether he wanted to or not, because he's too busy thinking about his soon-to-be wife being a school or wanting to be a school shooter growing up. And since I'm spoiling it, it ends in a way where it seems like, I guess, they got back together. So at the end of the day, she finds out about him kissing the coworker in this big moment. This felt like a white Tyler Perry movie in all the wrong ways. Like it didn't feel like a white Tyler Perry Medea movie. It felt like a white Tyler Perry Why Did I Get Married type movie. Like it was just like, oh, this is some white drama. This because look, at the end of the day, think about it like this. As a black single man in society, one thing we've come to realize is that all these women got a pass. Whether they were probably a killer, shooter, or murderer, or thought about being a killer, shooter, or murderer, whether they were a stripper, whore, or prostitute, or thought about being a stripper, whore, or prostitute. At this point, if you are single and you haven't been with somebody pre this COVID generation, pre 20, I want to say 17, before like dating, social media got really popular, before going down in the DMs and all that extra shit kind of started to catch up. Before all of that, if you were dating somebody at that point and you locked it in with them, you found that you were a wholesome person who wasn't so engaged in what the world thought about them, to the point where the people that they want to be with have to live this certain lifestyle and be this certain thing. Look, you hold on to them. You don't let them go. It is hard out here to not find some Zendayas from the drama. Like all these women got a pass, and the movie gets to, at some point it tries to ask the question, what's worse, cheating or this? But at the same time, it never really it kind of answers it, because like I said, it looks like they got back together in the end, because he did technically cheat. So I don't know. At the end of the day, my thing is, if it was me in the situation, I probably would have let it go the next day. Like I would have had a whole bunch of questions to ask Yale, but it would be like, well, you didn't do it, and I don't think you're gonna kill me. You don't own a gun. Like we live together. I would hope, I don't think you have those crazy thoughts now. Now it probably answers some questions as to why you act how you act, and now I kind of get where that's coming from. I might sleep with one eye open if I piss you off, but it is what it is. It is what it is. As long as you love me and I love you, that's all that matters. And I feel like that would defeat you wanting to kill me or me wanting to cheat on you at any point in time in the relationship. So to me, love should have conquered all, and in the end it did. But if it wasn't for the spiraling and going out of control from her friends, then we wouldn't have had a movie. I guess. So we needed a movie where the drama was messing shit up. So we got that. Overall, though, for me, like I said, tonal differences as far as the comedy and the drama goes. It's just a lot of things happening, a lot of things going on that's pretty jarring. And then it's too many eye rolling moments, too many moments where I went, okay, they're really forcing this, because all of them kind of in a sense forgave her by the end of it. We're really forcing this. Like, y'all know she's not that bad person, and she never does anything in her present to show that she was going back to her old ways. Like, she's clearly found a way to let go of that then, and now she's a different person. So it was just like a waste of time to me in a sense. I was like, yeah, this movie could have been over in 30 minutes, because all he had to do was realize that 3 days before the wedding, and then he wouldn't have had the moment with the co-worker. Like, none of that extra shit would have happened. He was just been like, you know what, it is what it is. Am I really leaving? Like, if he would have really asked himself that at some point and then said eventually no, there would have been no drama. Now, if he would have left, there would have been drama. And I at least would have made the movie a bit more interesting, in my opinion. Like, okay, he actually left. The nigga never leaves. So it's just kind of like, are we just doing this to have a movie about this conversation, you know? And that's my thing. I talked to my friend Charlie. Look, like I'm saying, 20-minute video. That was, drama had me thinking and talking. So here I am, ranting and yapping. But I was on the phone with Charlie, and I said to him, I was like, bro, you know, not Charlie from the movie, my friend Charlie. Anyways, but I was like, bro, you know, like, we're both single. Like, we're both probably going to end up marrying whores, especially in the generation that we're in. Our wives are probably somewhere getting piped out right now. He was like, yeah, so what are you going to do about it? You gonna not let love win and just go, oh no, she's a hoe. Well, you're going to be single for everybody, because times out of 10, not 9.9 times out of 10, she was probably a hoe. Even the ones at church, even the ones you're meeting at church, they had a past. Why do you think they're in there praising the Lord Almighty? Say, all right, I'm done. The drama, just because it had me talking, I give it a 2.5 out of 5. I can't get it the fire though, because it just still felt like a waste of time to me. And just to have this conversation and debate is cool. You know, I like a movie that starts a topic amongst the people that it's around, but this feels more for the white folks than it does for me. Like I said, this is a white Tyler Perry movie. That's what this is. A white Tyler Perry. That's what this is. Starring a mixed girl and another black guy. You know, at least we were there in some way, some form. In some way, some form. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments below. Yeah, man. 20-minute yap session on the drama. I had to spoil it. Either way, as always, Savvy Mike in this Savvy Reviews.